Bonsoir tout le monde. Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 2 Vocabulary, La Santé et la Médecine. This is health and medicine. This unit will be about going to the doctor, how you're feeling, expressing when you're sick. So we're going to start on the first page of your Chapter 2 packet. Vocabulaire, mot 1. We're going to start with on est malade.
On est malade.
On est malade is using the subject en, which we've learned about before, and the verb être with the word malade to express that we are sick. On est malade. We are sick. Just saying that kind of in general. We are sick.
La tête.
So when we're talking about when we're sick or when something hurts, we don't feel well, we need to be able to talk about some parts of our body. So you probably already know that la tête is the head.
Le nez.
Le nez is the nose.
L'oreille.
And l'oreille is the ear. Oreille. You know, a useful hint is to go back after you've done writing all your vocab down and click on these and listen again, play the video again, and listen to the words and repeat them so you can practice for pronunciation.
Un œil.
An œil is an eye, one eye, okay? And we know that les yeux, which I have on your packet there, les yeux, that's when we're talking about eyes, plural. Un œil is one eye, and on your packet you see les yeux, that's both eyes.
La bouche.
La bouche, that's the mouth.
La gorge.
And la gorge is the throat.
Le ventre.
This is your stomach, le ventre, stomach.
Achou.
So this is just at you in French. Achou.
À tes souhaits.
Tes souhaits is how we say God bless you. It means wishes for you. And that is the familiar form. You'll see on your vocab sheet I wrote à vos souhaits, and that is how you would say God bless you to somebody you have to show respect to. Somebody you would use the vous form with. You're going to say à vos souhaits.
Un mouchoir.
A mouchoir is a handkerchief.
Paul a un rhume.
Paul has a cold. Avoir, this is the verb avoir, un rhume, to have a cold. Paul has a cold.
Il est enrhumé.
This is another way to say that he has a cold. Il est enrhumé. So this is an idiomatic expression because it doesn't translate word for word into English. We're using the verb to be here to say that he has a cold.
Il éternue.
Éternuer is an ER verb. It means to sneeze. So we're just saying he sneezes.
Il a besoin d'un Kleenex ou d'un mouchoir.
So this is the verb avoir with besoin de. This is an idiomatic expression, avoir besoin de, and it means to need. He needs a Kleenex or a handkerchief. And in French, the word for tissue is Kleenex, for the kind of tissue you need for your sneezes. Tissue is the word tissu en français actually refers to fabric. So you don't want to ask for les tissus when you need to sneeze because they're going to look at you funny and think, well, what fabric do you want to sneeze into? So we're going to use the word Kleenex whenever we need a tissue.
David tousse.
Tousser is also an ER verb, regular ER verb. It means to cough. If you think of the product Robitussin, the tussin there actually means cough. So David is coughing.
Avoir de la fièvre.
This is to have a fever. To have a fever.
Christophe a très mal à la gorge.
So this is Christophe, and we're using avoir here with the word mal and the preposition a plus a body part to say where it hurts. This is how we describe where it hurts. So Christophe has a very sore throat is what this means. He has a very sore throat.
Il a une angine.
An angine is a throat infection. So you know when you go and they do the strep test, they say, oh boy, you got strep throat. Now we got to give you some antibiotics. That's what an angine is when you have an infection in your throat specifically.
La pauvre Myriam, qu'est-ce qu'elle a?
Whenever we say la pauvre, we can also say le pauvre for a guy. Pauvre means poor, but when you're doing it this way, you're expressing it this way, la pauvre Myriam, you're saying, oh, poor Miriam. Or you could even say, oh, Myriam, la pauvre, Miriam, the poor thing. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a? Again, we're going to use avoir here to ask, what does she have? This is how you ask somebody what's wrong with them. You say, qu'est-ce que tu as? What do you have? What's wrong with you?
Elle a la grippe.
She has the flu, la grippe. I don't know if you've ever heard somebody refer to the grip. My grandfather used to say that all the time. Oh, she's got the grip. That's the flu.
Elle a de la fièvre.
She has a fever. Okay, and again, these are idiomatic expressions. You'll notice that we have the partitive here. De la is the partitive. We're not going to say she has some fever, but that's really kind of what it means. But in English, we say she has a fever.
Elle a des frissons.
Frissons, those are chills. You know, when you get the chills, you're all sweaty and clammy, but you're freezing, but you're sweating. It's just a mess. She has the chills, or she has some chills. Are you writing all this down on your paper? Remember, if you need to, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause and restart the video.
Un médicament.
A médicament is simply medicine. You'll see that a lot of these verbs are a lot of these words are cognates and look a lot like each other.
Martin n'est pas en bonne santé.
So this is how we express like what kind of health you're in, and you'll see on the second page of your packet, I have like a little visual there for you, a little graphic. Être en bonne santé is to be in good health. Mauvaise santé, well, that's to be in poor health. So here we're saying Martin isn't, that's how you say isn't, n'est pas, en bonne santé, in good health. Martin isn't in good health.
Il est en mauvaise santé.
He is in poor health.
Il est très malade, le pauvre.
He is very sick, the poor thing. He is very sick, the poor thing.
Il ne se sent pas bien. Il se sent très mal.
Se sentir is a reflexive verb and it means to feel, how you feel. He doesn't feel well. He feels very badly. He doesn't feel well. He feels very badly. Okay, so here are all the ways that we can describe what we're feeling.
Elle a mal à la tête.
She has a headache. And again, we're going to use this word mal, which is bad or poor. She has pain in her head. She has a headache.
Elle a mal au ventre.
She has a stomach ache.
Elle a mal aux oreilles.
Her ears hurt. She has earaches.
qui coule.
She has a runny nose. The nez, the nose which runs. She has the nose which runs. She has a runny nose.
Elle a les yeux qui piquent.
She has the eyes that are itchy. So she has itchy eyes. And here you see the plural form of eyes, les yeux. She has itchy eyes. Piqué, piqué.
Elle a la gorge qui gratte.
And she has a scratchy throat. She has a throat that scratches. She has a scratchy throat. All right, did you get those all? If not, go back, rewind, so that you can get them. You'll notice on page 2, the second page in your packet, under note there, we have some cognates. Allergique, which means allergic. Bactérien, bactérienne, which is bacterial. Viral, which is viral. Une allergie, which is an allergy. An antibiotique, which is an antibiotic. En sirop, this is what we use to refer to like cough syrup. De l'aspirine, which is aspirin, some aspirin. Une infection, which is an infection. De la pénicilline, some penicillin. And la température, which is just temperature. So, we have to take our temperature when we're sick. All right, good job. Make sure you wrote all those down and go back and listen again and practice for your pronunciation. Au revoir, mes amis.